Hey, what's up guys? My name is Eric. I'm the tuner here at Proven Power Cycles. Before we get into this video, it's a cool ass video, but before we get into it, I wanted to announce we're spreading the word. We are having a dyno day here at Proven Power Cycles in St. Pete, Florida, 3127 Tyrone Boulevard North, St. Petersburg, Florida. We are having a dyno day here December 14th, 2024. It's a Saturday. It's gonna be from 2 p.m. till 8 p.m. We're doing dyno runs, 3 pullers. It's gonna be a horsepower only to kind of minimize on downtime and getting bikes in and out. We're gonna be charging $40 for that, but that $40 is gonna go as a credit to shop credit. So if in case you wanna get something done in the future, that $40 is gonna be applied to that future work, and that can be applied to anything you need here done labor-wise here at the shop. With that being said, we got meals, music, we got a bunch of stuff going on. It's gonna be super cool. We're gonna have some really cool Grudge bikes. We're gonna have some bikes that we've built in the past that are gonna be here on display. We're gonna have our H2, the Turbo 14. We're gonna have a bunch of bikes here on display so you guys can come check them out, ask us questions about our bikes. And we have these awesome trophies that our YouTube editor Seth actually made for us. These are gonna be some of the trophies we're giving out. Highest horsepower cruiser, highest horsepower sport bike, lowest horsepower to make things interesting, and then best in show. So basically it's just gonna be kind of like best looking bike, if you will. We don't really have an exact parameter for that, but we're gonna have a few people, we're all gonna get together, we're gonna kind of judge it based on that. Kind of most exotic, just kind of coolest looking bike, if you will. Best in show, the one that just kind of wows everybody. So for those of you, you don't need to feel like this is gonna be a horsepower competition. We're also gonna make things interesting and fun and kind of make it a very well-rounded event to make it interesting for everybody, okay? This is gonna be our first dyno day, guys. Be patient with us, but we're expecting it to go pretty good. We're gonna have, like I said, food and drink, music. We're gonna have bikes on, show bikes going out there. We're gonna have a lot of cool things, but check it out, guys. Give us a call if you wanna get on that list, or you can send us an email through our website on www.provenpowercycles.com and let us know if you guys are interested in joining that list. The space is running out pretty quickly. We already have a few people calling us, and the space is limited. There's only so many bikes that I'm gonna be able to dyno in one day. So give us a call, give us an email, give us a shout, let us know if you're interested, and let's have a pretty cool dyno day. Looking forward to seeing you guys December 14th. Track right now with Sean Henson, and this is the Grudge bike that he's been putting together now for the last couple of months. So we're gonna have him kind of walk you through what he's done to the bike so far and kind of where it was at versus where it's at now. So take it away, Sean.
So it's a 2001, it's a Suzuki Haybusa, Gen 1 everything, Gen 1 motor. So we've taken it, we put a big crank in it. It's got a 6 mil over crank. It's extended to 82 inches long. It's got a max ECU. It's got a GT40 turbo on it. So it makes about 800 horsepower. It runs on methanol. And we're coming out today. This is our first time actually to the track with the bike. We actually just got it making boost on the two-step about an hour before we got here. So we're gonna send it down the track and just see what it can do.
So we're getting ready to make the first pass on the bike with kind of the new setup here. So I'm gonna run against Sean. So Sean's on Ryan's bike. So we're gonna see how the two bikes do. So shit talking's already started.
This is one of the superstock bikes that's on our team. We have 3 superstock bikes, actually 4 superstock bikes on the team right now. This is Ryan Rosario's bike. So this is Ryan Rosario's bike. We actually just got done, Eric just flashed it on MR12 and just got, pretty much got all the horsepower out of the engine for us. I am gonna make a couple passes on it, make sure the clutch is set up correctly, make sure that we have the flash set up correctly, make sure that everything's happy for him. When a new rider is learning how to ride and you're also fine-tuning a new motorcycle, it sometimes can contradict itself. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna get the bike going A to B, doing what it's supposed to do, and then we're gonna put Ryan back on it and we're gonna start working on Ryan, getting his EZs down.
Let's do it.
So Sean was trying to get the bike started, and it didn't start right now. We have really low oil pressure. He's got really low oil pressure. We don't really know why. So sometimes it did sound like the 24-volt battery. So there's two batteries on this bike. There's two 12-volt batteries. They run them in parallel. So basically, when you jump it with that second 12-volt source, and it turns it more or less into a 24-volt system. So it's supposed to help kick over the fuel pump. It's got a mechanical fuel pump and electronic one. So the electronic one feeds the mechanical pump, and then the mechanical pump pushes it from there. The reason being is because the mechanical pump will actually pump more fuel than that electronic one can. So the electronic one is just to get it started and running. The mechanical one is to make it go down the track basically at full power. So what we think is going on is that there was just not enough fuel getting through the mechanical pump, and the battery was basically dead. You know, it was dying really quickly because Sean was saying earlier today he was just firing it up a bunch of times using that battery. So more than likely he just kind of drained the battery down just a little bit, where, you know, it was unexpected basically. He thought it was gonna fire it up, but it didn't fire it up. So right now he's got it on the charger. Once it charges all the way up, or once it charges and it gets, you know, a decent charge, he's gonna try it again. We're gonna see what's up, and hopefully get this thing fired up. So it's kind of where we're at with it.
Just part of the track life.
Yeah, I mean, this is the kind of stuff that happens when you go to the track, you know. I mean, like, you could test something out on the dyno or in the shop a million times. The moment you get to the track, it's like Murphy's Law, like something always kind of just happens when you're here. You know what I mean? It's just the nature of the beast. So not every time it comes out it's going to be perfect. So, you know, these are the growing pains, if you will, of doing this sport. So
Orange is coming off of that bike. I'm smoking his ass.
you're gonna leave it down to primer?
That shit's coming off. Bare paint. I'm gonna take it back to OEM.
I don't know, bro. I have to ask you about my brake light. I think there's one of the bulbs is out. You'll have to let me know, though.
I'm gonna put the hazards on. If I can remember.
Yeah. Staring down like, shit, where is it? Alright guys, so Sean's getting ready. He's got the bike started and everything's running. Kind of did a few little checks, but he's getting ready to make his first pass. But yeah, man, how you feeling?
Yeah, feeling good. Had a little bit of issue when we got here with the bike building fuel pressure, so we tweaked a couple things, charged some batteries up, and we've got it back running now. So we're gonna make our first shakedown on the bike now. I really don't have any idea what it's gonna do. We've got it building some boost on the two-step, and we've got it, you know, a small little boost ramp in it. So we'll just call it a success if it gets off the starting line and shifts into second gear at this point.
You got it tilted right to the right angle and then they go straight in.
Yeah, I'll help you push it.
You got it. That's fine.
Just get back on there. Don't even worry about it.
So we're getting near the end of the night, and there's a little bit of few things that Sean's trying to go over right now. We're trying to re-prep the bike to get it ready again. He made some adjustments in the ECU. We refilled the fuel. He was taking the bodywork off. I forgot what exactly he was checking on, but there was a few things he was looking at. So he lowered the RPM limiter as far as his launch limiter goes. So he's gonna try to back it off just a little bit. And now when he does that, he's got to kind of play with the clutch a little bit as well, because it's a slider. So the way it works is kind of like you set your RPM, your two-step, and then when you release the button, essentially the RPM goes and so does the clutch. It engages fully, so it hits at that point. So when you change your launch, you got to change the clutch with it. So that's basically what he's doing right now. They got all the plastics on, like I said. We got it refueled. We'll see if he's gonna make it. So they just got done running the bikes. He's got about 5 minutes left. So we're gonna try to see if there's anything we can do to help and see if we can get him go down one more time.
One more.
Yeah, plus
gonna
it'll
try.
give him a little time too.
Oh yeah.
We'll see.
Pulled up the track a bit.
Yeah, we're gonna try. So we're back at the shop. It was a long night, but we had a lot of fun. We learned a lot. There was a lot of things that obviously went wrong. There was a few things that, you know, we learned from those issues, and that's kind of how we progress in this business. So, you know, we don't have all the answers. We're learning. And that's kind of Sean's case as well with this new Grudge bike. So there are things that are very, very new, and it's a big learning curve. So he made a lot of changes on the bike after we did that initial pull. So when you saw the pull, clearly it spun off the line first of all. So clearly there's basically too much power coming off the line. With that being said, that's the tricky point, is how do you regulate an 800 horsepower bike, right? So there's ways in the standalone ECU to kind of regulate that, and that is a very difficult thing to do. Not a lot of people know how to do it. The ones who do know how to do it charge a lot of money to basically get you down the track as quickly as possible and as efficiently as possible, just all the things, right? So that is the big learning curve right now as far as Sean's bike goes. So he's learning, like I said, he's learning about it. We're trying to help him out as much as we can with the bike, but for the most part, it's Sean, and Sean's going back and forth with Max and with different people trying to give him pointers and help him out and all these things. This is not a solo operation by any means, and anybody out there saying that they're doing it by themselves, I'm sorry, but they're full of crap. There's no way that any one person can do all of this kind of stuff by themselves. It takes a village. It really does. So, and luckily, we're all kind of in the same mindset as far as our end goals are. We all want to make fast bikes go faster, and we want to be a pretty fast team. So we're working together, and we're trying to figure all this out. So he did not end up getting that second pass off. There was a few other little items that he was trying to get adjusted, one of which was the clutch, because like we said, when you change your launch limiter, you also have to change the clutch setup. So he's trying to adjust the clutch, he's adjusting the tune. It was a lot to do right before that last pass. We tried to jump in there and kind of help him out a little bit, but as the officials came up to us, they said, hey guys, look, we're shutting down. Are you ready to go or no? And Sean pretty much was like, you know what? Let's not try and rush this. Let's just take our time and let's get this figured out in the right mindset, not in a rushed mindset. It's not like we were competing at an event. This was strictly a test and tune. Let's figure this out. So, and I agree with him. I think he made the right choice in not running the bike again. I think he thought it out thoroughly, and I think he's like, you know what? Hey, we got it to run. We made it down to the end of the track. Didn't blow up. Didn't do anything super crazy. Just spun out a little bit, you know, which is again the learning lesson. So, and they gave him the wrong tree, by the way. For those of you who did see that he red lighted, it's because he was supposed to be on a pro tree and they put him on a regular tree. So that was a reason. The temperatures were getting hot on the bike. He just said screw it, and he decided to launch the bike. He didn't care if it was going to red light or not. Like I said, at the end of the day, we just wanted the bike to go down the track. So, and that's what it did. So technically, mission accomplished. It ran and it didn't blow up, and like I said, it didn't do anything super crazy. So that was kind of the goal, and you know, now we can work from there. We can read data and make adjustments as necessary. So you know, that's as far as Sean's bike, the Grudge bike goes. For me, I didn't do as I expected, but like I said, we've made changes and we're making even more changes now. And for those of you guys who are watching our vlog, you would have seen already that we're making even more changes to the bike to get it ready for the superstock class. So currently right now, there's a bunch of things going on with it. Like I said, I didn't run the best. We were also low on gas. Didn't realize it until the end of the night. So it was kind of a crappy night for me. But at the end of the day, I got out there, got some more seat time. And that's honestly what's most important. We went out, we had some fun, got some seat time. That's all I really care about, guys. At the end of the day, I just want to go and have fun and race and just enjoy the time with the people that I enjoy it with. So, but I know one day we'll get competitive in this superstock class. Right now, not so much, but one day we will. I will get competitive with it. Again, it's just going to be a big learning curve for me. I'm not used to the 1000 platform. All my experience has been on ZX14s and Boosas. So I've got those down pretty well. This 1000, a little bit different, especially the cable clutch. It's different. It is not the same as a hydro clutch. So it's a big learning curve for me. So at the end of the day, again, man, we're having fun. We're out there just enjoying life and kicking it with our friends and honestly learning lessons and having fun. That's what it comes down to. So, we're excited. We're going to be in Valdosta this weekend, actually, and Sean's going to be taking his Grudge bike. We got Teddy and Candace. They're bringing their bikes. They got their real street bike. They got more super stock bikes that they've bought. We got the ZX10 that's going, the other Gsxr that's going, Sean's Gsxr that's going. We got a lot of bikes going to that event. We're going to be shooting footage on that event as well. And it's a Man Cup in Valdosta. And we're going to be up there this weekend, guys. If you see us, come say hey or give us a holler online, if anything. But so it was a good night, though. We had a good time. We learned a lot of lessons, like I said, and that's at the end of the day, that's all you can ask for. So we appreciate you guys watching this video. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe, like, comment, leave us a comment down below. Tell us what you think of Sean's bike. Tell us what you think about the progress on the ZX10. Give us some impact. If you guys want to run a superstock class, give us some feedback. Let us know. If you're interested in running it, let us know. We will give you the information. We'll shoot it on the videos, on future videos. We will give you guys the information. We are trying to grow the class. We're trying to get more people in these classes. The sport needs to grow again. It's starting to grow, it looks like. So we want more people there. We're trying to get more people shot. We're trying to do a Southeast actual competition in the Southeast to make it more friendly for like Florida, Georgia, Alabama, South Carolina. These guys that are in these southern states, we're trying to get things kind of in the South here, a competition. So if you guys are interested, go to Man Cup this weekend. It's at I believe SGMP, South Georgia Motorsports Park, I believe. But go there and or look it up. It's Man Cup. And go to the event, guys, and again, get registered. It's super stock. It's basically stock. They got the rules. Everything is all posted up. And we'll look forward to seeing you guys. But yeah, leave a comment down below, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you on another episode.